Obituaries, a presentation of Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, 256-245-4361. That's Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Tammy Rebecca Gainey, age 43, of Vincent. That service will be Thursday at 2 p.m. from Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, with the Reverend Mark Williams and Brad Thomas officiating. Burial in the Harpersville Cemetery. Visitation at the Childersburg Chapel tonight from 5 until 8 p.m. Ms. Gainey died at Grandview Medical Center in Birmingham on November the 8th. Online condolences at curtisandsonfunerals.com. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Mr. Joshua Gardner, age 33, of Sylacauga, will be Friday at 2 p.m. from Unity Presbyterian Church in Wagufka. Burial in the adjoining cemetery. Visitation Thursday night at the North Chapel of Curtis and Son Funeral Home from 5 until 8 p.m. Mr. Gardner died at his residence on November the 9th. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Mrs. Helen Ruth Jennings, age 85, of Talladega, died at her residence on November the 10th. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, announcing. Mr. Bruce Mueller, age 81, of Sylacauga, died at his residence yesterday, on Tuesday. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Childersburg Chapel, announcing. Annie Lois Gaither, age 74, of Sylacauga, died November the 10th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Radley Smith Funeral Home, announcing. Funeral service for Harry L. Fancher, age 88, is Thursday at 2 p.m. from First Baptist Church of Oak Grove, with the Reverend Max Buttram officiating. Burial in the Marble City Cemetery. Mr. Fancher died November the 10th at Coosa Valley Nursing Home. Visitation noon until 2 at First Baptist Church of Oak Grove. The family will accept flowers or contribution can be made to the sign fund at First Baptist Church of Oak Grove. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Mr. Ricky Eugene Jones, age 65, of Sylacauga, died November the 9th at his residence. Funeral service will be held November the 12th at 11 a.m. From Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel in Sylacauga. Burial in the Evergreen Memorial Cemetery. Visitation is tonight from 5 till 7 p.m. at the North Chapel. Online condolences at curtisandsonfh.com. The family will receive flowers or donations can be made to a favorite charity of your choice. Curtis and Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Larry Lee, age 50, will be today at 2 p.m. from Grace Baptist Church in Childersburg. Brother Frank Thompson officiating. Burial in the Alabama National Cemetery in Montevallo. Mr. Lee died Sunday, November the 8th at Grandview Medical Center. He was a veteran of Desert Storm and awarded the Bronze Star Medal. He was proud of his military service. He was a member of the Grace Baptist Church. The station today, 12:30 to 2 at the church. The family will accept flowers or donations can be made to the Alabama Childhood Food Solutions. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home, directing. Glovis Swain Sr., age 84, died November 9th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, announcing. Funeral service for Mrs. Katie Ruth Grogan Morgan Brewer, age 98, of Talladega, will be 11 o'clock Thursday morning at Hatchet Creek Baptist Church with Randy Anderson, the Reverend Mark Zadonis, and the Reverend Thomas Pitts officiating. Interment in the adjoining cemetery. Mrs. Brewer died Tuesday, November 10th at Lineville Health and Rehab. And the family will receive friends at Benefield Funeral Home in Ashland tonight from 5:30 until 8 o'clock. The body will lie in state 1 hour before the service at the church. Benefield Funeral Home in Ashland, directing. That is a look at obituaries brought to you by Curtis and Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, and the the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361. That's Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.